Wells. That's a great. That's like some of this music. Where does this music come from? I don't know. It's Mercury retrograde. That's what it is. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back to the old skip Skype. Let's go back to the lovely and talented, and she is the.
I have food on the table.
Look at that. There's Jaybird Wells, and we have our next artist. And I've got to make camera adjustments, which means that I will be silent on their end for 20 seconds. So then I come back and they can hear me again. So we are going to go back to the lovely and talented Jaybird Wells, the woman about town, and she has got an artist with her who is busier than a fish in a hurricane, from what I've heard. So go ahead, Jay, introduce our next artist that we have here for us.
Well, it's pretty easy to introduce this artist because he stole my middle name. This is Bird.
Oh, Bird in the building. That, at one point I wanted to get a show together with the radio host John B. Wells, because he's John Bird Wells. Then I was going to get Ian B. Wells, who is a political conservative, crazy conservative guy, and then Jaybird Wells, and now we have to have the rapper Bird involved.
Exactly.
Involved as well.
And he spells it the same way. It's B-Y-R-D.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
We've been sitting here kicking it and talking about football and rap and all that kind of fun stuff. He hasn't introduced me any hot chicks yet.
Well, I don't bring everything out at once. You got to But I think it is rather coincidence that Jay Bird, and I'm Jay Bird and you Jiggy Jaguar. So that's what's going on today.
So how did you well, first of all, before we get going, as I always like to tell everybody, Jaybird Wells always likes to stalk everyone. So how do we find you online?
Well, right now I'm trying to get my social media more put together. I'm taking it a step at a time. I'm going really slow with my projects, and I'm just focusing on just the artist work. Shanna's put me in some situations to where I get, more exposure, and for that I appreciate her and Hutchins ENT, and this is the reason why this is even happening today. But I've just been solely focused on the music and doing my part, and I figure once everything else, it's time to get in line with that. I'll put a team together, or we'll work that out as it comes.
That's awesome.
So you got music out there, right?
Yes, I do. I have music on Facebook. I have music on SoundCloud. I have some on an app called BandLab.
So we got that. Let's see.
What's your favorite song that you've worked on?
It's called Stay Down.
Why?
Because I'm a realist. I try to live within my means and speak that I believe that thoughts turn to words, words turn to actions, and so that song is something that I relate to more so than the other songs that I've heard.
So it's more dear, closer to what come out of your soul and mending your ways and your path.
Absolutely, it's each word in that song. I took the time out to make sure that everything in that song meant, it was something that I knew for a fact. It was an experience, and it wasn't something that I was told or that I had. It wasn't.
You weren't trying to build it for the audience. You were trying to build it from your heart.
That one was for me.
That's awesome.
So even if you had tucked it away in a time capsule, it would still mean something.
Absolutely. And the way I look at it, everybody's not gonna like every song, or they may not even like half of the songs. But when it means something to you, you know that it's a real. It's my real life. Somebody's going to appreciate it. And if one person likes it out of a million, then I did my job.
Look at that.
That's like kind of creepy because he's like taking my words and like saying it with his mouth.
That's great. We have got Bird with us today. We also have Jaybird Wells. It's a hell of a deal.
We already decided because we have like
Bird.
common. and hip hop and the love for football. He's my brother from another mother. We're twins.
So if we find someone with the last name Word or the middle
Yes.
name Word, we could put them on the couch next to you, and it'll be Bird, Bird is the word. So we've got and I'll tell you, you give Hutchins ENT a little bit of time. She'll find somebody with the last name Word in Wichita, and she'll stick them there on that couch. She.
All we gotta do is take a rap artist and convince him to change his name
To Word.
So it's like, word up, dude.
That's awesome. So how do people get your music? How do they download your music and buy your stuff and get involved in everything that you're doing?
I just, suggest that the people that want to follow me, be patient. It's coming. Right now, like I said, I need to get that part of it more accessible for the fans. But stick with me, have a little patience, and I'll have more outlets for them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live on remote in Wichita, Kansas. Jay Bird Wells is there. It is Mercury retrograde, so I am not able to be there. So we've also got my cousin Tylen, who has now become a technical producer. She is now trying to get our in-studio camera figured out there. You're probably going to have to hook that onto the gimmick. Or try to figure.
Jiggy, those are some nice headphones you got there. What kind of headphones are those?
It's one of those the skull candy people. Do you know what skull candy is?
I do.
I bought these like 5 years ago, and the thing has fallen off, and I just refuse to get rid of them, so I just stick it back on my head.
That's how you know that's the quality. You ain't replaced them yet.
That's right.
Headphones got.
That's right. This isn't any Five Below stuff. Which, by the way, they've got some really good shit at Five Below. So I shouldn't be saying that. But so who are some of your inspiration musical heroes and all that?
Good question. I absolutely adore. My favorite artist is a guy named Starlito. He's from Nashville, Tennessee.
What's on name?
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I was raised there. So I like Tech Nine, and I'm a local guy. I'm not really big on industry artists, but as far as the industry, I like Jadakiss. I like Eminem. I love Tupac.
Behind me. She's gonna assassinate me.
Yeah, I like Starlito and Don Tripp.
So,
Gospel Gangsters?
She always has to work Gospel Gangsters into every single thing.
Hey, what was his name? Arthur. He had listened to.
He'd heard Gospel Gangsters as well.
I was thinking.
That's awesome. Okay, so who in the music industry? I love this. Who in the music industry could you, if you could get rid of one person in the music industry and replace them with you? Who would that be?
Why is it breaking up?
Uh-oh. Did I cut out?
There's still... Yeah, you cut out. Yeah.
Okay.
Say it one more time.
Okay. Who in the music industry would you like to get rid of and replace them with you?
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time? One more time.
We'll try this again.
Now.
We'll try this again.
It's working now.
Okay. Who in the music industry? Who would you replace and get rid of and replace them with you?
That's an awesome question. I've never heard that question before.
MGK.
Well, a lot of people.
A lot of people.
I personally am not for the bubblegum rapping, and I don't like, but
are you talking bubblegum rapping like da 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 da?
Yes.
God, I hate that shit.
Like, if I just had to take one person off the top of my head, I would probably go with Chingy.
I've heard of him.
That's awesome.
He's gotta go.
Heard of him.
Gotta go. Get him out of there.
Get him out. No,
You know, I had an opportunity to interview Chingy at one time, and I kept calling him Chingy.
right. That's perfect.
And
And
I-
you know what? That ain't that's no disrespect to St.
Oh,
Louis.
no,
I was born in
no.
St. Louis, Missouri, but I just don't get down with.
With da 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 da
Right.
bubble bum bum
Yeah.
bum bubble wrap.
I believe music. I was born in 1984, so like artists were. It was about the MC. It was about the lyrics. It was about having uh, a skill set and being talented at what you said. Now it's more so about the look and I
Fake it until you make it.
right. So
I can tell you make it.
That only is supposed to work for smiling and like positive attitude. You're not supposed to do that with music.
right.
Well, that too. So, as we wrap up here, Jay, do you have any more questions for Bird there?
Hopefully, if it works right, it looks like we're doing good. What is some of the areas that you would improve with your career?
I definitely would start putting some more focus on things outside of just writing music and recording music. Would learn how to, engineer my own music, mix my own music, start building my own studios, and start focusing on more so creating my own label and brand. The less you got to pay somebody else to do, the better off you are eventually in the long run.
So be a boss instead of an underdog.
I'm already a boss, but to expand my horizons.
That's awesome.
I'm
That's awesome.
sorry, I had the whole boss thing in my head.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna start seeing myself put some footwork into, spreading out and learning more about how to, as an overall, like Master P, for example, he wasn't a really great rapper, but what he was great at was the business side. He took what he had to start with, and he created opportunities for a whole city of people, pretty much.
Yep.
Include his family, put everybody on, and that's just with his dedication to the overall picture, not just the songs that they were making. So that's what I'm trying to get inspired to.
Good stuff.
I like him. Can we keep him?
Yes, we'll put him in the closet and take him out for parties, as Cousin Chris used to say on Jiggy Jag TV. Well, Bird, it's been an honor and a privilege, and definitely.
Did you wake up again?
Once Mercury retrograde is over, hopefully once Mercury retrograde is over, I can be back in Wichita and we can chat with you in person. So, can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? What's up? What's going on there? There it is.
See, I'm gonna start doing the J.
Bird is the word. Okay.
I'll start doing the J.
So, we are going to take a break.
I was nervous for to do this.
And
you did fine.
I don't know if they can even hear me anymore. I don't know what
That's
happened there. It's something. Who knows? They're chatting amongst themselves. Here's a topic. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we have got our, as I've nicknamed him, hot guy on the couch. And he's going to do another song. And we're just going to have my cousin name everybody that's on the couch from now on. And take a time out and be back with more here on the big program.